Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I'm so excited to share this sketchbook tour with you. I've been wanting to do this for years, literally. It's been on my bucket list forever. So I'm so excited to finally be doing it. I can't believe it. You guys can find me on Instagram at tusk.art or here on YouTube. This is my first time ever doing it. So if you guys have any feedback, if there's anything you think that I can improve on, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. Other than that, please enjoy. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to my first ever sketchbook tour. I want to show you my sketchbook. I don't know the brand, I don't know anything about it anymore. I got it so long ago, but the backings come off. I went ahead and wrote sketchbook number 1 on it. Here's the front, here's the back. Here are a couple of stickers. These are ones that I just made. This design is not my original design, but you know, I thought it was cute, so then I went and made one of my own. Yeah, I guess I don't have much to say about these stickers. I made them all. My sister made this one on my iPad, and then I just turned it into a sticker. Drew that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. A couple of these. This one I think I got somewhere. I can't remember where though, but yeah, sketchbook number 1. I didn't do anything on the cover. I almost wonder if I should have, but I kind of like it this way. So this sketchbook is between February of 2022 and June of 2023. This is dated May, so May of 2023. So it doesn't really go along with the beginning of the book, but I sketched it, I liked it, so I thought I'd pop it in here somewhere. So these girls, this is when I first decided that I really wanted to get more artistic with my life. I'm like thinking that I have the potential to be really good at it. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a sketchbook just like all the other people and start sketching. And I wanted to do only pen work because I thought, you know, if I can get really good with pen, then I'll be perfect at everything else. Because once you lay down pen, you can't not lay it down. You'll see later in the book I got bored of that, but I might just flip through these pages. If I have something to say, I'll say it. If not, we'll just look. Maybe I'll play some music. And I'm not sure. This is my first sketchbook tour, so does that look good for you guys? Hopefully. She got carried away with herself. Don't look at her. I was actually quite proud of these because it was getting too dark, and I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, with pen I just went darker and darker instead of just making simple lines. I was quite proud of him though. Yeah, and when I did this horse, I was like, oh my heck, I'm an artist. And these are the Beatles, George, Paul, Ringo, and John. And I loved this one. When I first did it, I was like, ooh, Snake Girl, she looked good, her bone structure, all that, it just felt right. And this is actually my Aunt Holly as a kid. Some gorillas. Bear. This, I hated it so much when I did it, and I was just like, oh, get it over with. And I showed one of my buddies, and he was so impressed. I was like, okay, as long as somebody likes it. This one, I feel like drawing animals came fairly easily to me, but it's like the people and the portraits that I struggled so much with, so I wanted to practice more of that. Obviously, I didn't do great at it because, you know, I did this portrait and it just got carried away. Then I started doing drips, and then I'm like, oh, let me add a snake, hoping to save it in some way. I don't know. I did like this page. I felt like the hands came out really good, and with the butterfly, it looks so delicate. Just a Pinterest reference. Most of these are gonna be Pinterest references. I got carried away here too. I kept going darker and darker, hoping to save it, and it just probably would have looked better if I would have stopped early. And so on the last page, I was working on hands and they didn't come out well, so I was like, let me do more hands. And instead of doing just a spread of a whole bunch of hands practicing, I was like, I'll do one singular hand and that'll solve my problems. this was gonna be close to good, but then this little section just got screwed up. You can tell from here to here, I got a different pen, and I feel like it just worked out so much better. I was able to work a little bit lighter. Just a couple girls. Don't worry about her. I feel like same thing with her. It just wasn't turning out, so I'm like, you know what? Let me make this really weird, and I did. These are the strokes. I honestly don't know all their names, but a couple self-portraits. And this one I was just doing like a prompt generator on the internet, and the first thing that came to my mind I would write down. I can't remember all the prompts. This one, DJ Khaled, so I guess the prompt was DJ, nails, jail or prison, judge, ball maybe? I can't remember. And then these ones, I think I got the word Rob, so Robert Kardashian, Robert Pattinson, Robert Downey Jr., Robert De Niro. They don't, you know, I'm practicing likeness, so we'll get there. This was supposed to be Billie Eilish at the Met Gala. Not this recent one, but the one before, and it just didn't turn out. So I scribbled her out. Chris Stapleton. Not my best work, but I'm still proud. I mean, you can see the progression. Hopefully I'll be able to. I just really wanted to do some plus size cuties. And this one, I think it turned out better. I got too dark again with the pen. Now this one's quite cool because this was actually what this girl was meant to look like. This is way more on brand, but this is February of 22. This is June of 22. So I feel like just in that amount of time, I could see progression, which I was really proud of. Miley Cyrus. I hope you can tell. Billie Eilish. This page, I feel like this is when I started to like, not care so much, because I feel like I was sticking so hard to just pen. I only wanted pen. And here I was like, you know what, let's have some fun. Let's make an actual sketchbook. So I drew Billie and things that kind of just reminded me of her just off the top of my head. Like, I know she likes Dwight and green, chameleon. She has those beautiful eyes that I don't know, they're gorgeous. And then crown. These are just things that reminded me of her. And I was just having fun. I wanted to draw some animals. Again, I was just trying to sketch every day. And here's when I started using pencil, and I feel like, I don't know, I really like them. This is supposed to be Christine Daae from Phantom of the Opera. And this, I was just trying to just let go, because I feel like I'm too stiff with my work. So I was just trying to let go and put some color in and have some fun with it. It's still quite hard for me, but. These are little doodles that I did because I made a children's coloring book for October, just like of all the spooky creatures, you know? And so I was just rough drafting them in here. And this, I love this one. When I first did it, she wasn't my favorite, but the more I look at it, I really like her. I just did this with crayons really quick, trying to incorporate some color into my sketchbook. And then I thought, oh, let's do it again with different colors. And it's really not terrible, but just not as good as I wanted her to be. I feel like, again, I put the colors in too hard. And here I was trying something new, a different style, which I don't really love. It wasn't what I was going for. This page, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna draw a skeleton. I got so bored so quick, you guys. I was like, bored. And then I decided to go back to a pencil sketch, and I think this looks decent, but what I feel when I see her is that she's going cross-eyed. So it's cute, and I loved it when I first did it, but the more I look at it, I'm like, oh, is she a little bit cross-eyed? This is actually my good friend posted his sister on Snapchat, and I was like, she is just beautiful. I have to draw her. I love how the hair turned out, all of it. My most favorite, Davy Jones. I drew these two men. I'm like, they really look like some sailors. So then I was like, you know what? Let's make it a pirate theme. And just a quick pen sketch of my backyard here. I want to get really good at landscape drawing. I like those people who just go on location and draw. And this, I think we were heading into October, and I love the whole idea of pumpkin heads. So I was trying to maybe do a theme. Didn't last very long, obviously. This, I was commissioned by my sister to do a portrait, what is his name? Juice WRLD, yeah. And these are just some quick sketches. If, you know, I ended up doing the final piece digitally, and if I can find that, I'll try to post it in the video. Here, just more sketching. Again, I wanted to be an artist, so I did a skull. And then I was like, you know what, let's do some figure drawing. And it's not terrible, but it's not up to my standards, so, but that's okay. And then this cute little monkey, I just loved it. This, I felt like drawing clouds, or at least trying to draw clouds with crayons. Did not work out well, obviously. I was upset by it. Okay, and here is when I think I started everyday posting, and I did a figure drawing challenge for the month of November, I think, and I was so impressed with myself. Like, it may not, to your guys' eyes, be the best work ever, but I was like, wow, I didn't know I could draw like that. So it's fun for me. I just feel like I'm learning so much about myself and what I'm capable of. I just never thought, and I don't mean to be conceited, but every piece I do, I'm like, wow, I can do that. You know, just fun and exciting to me. That's why I keep doing it. This was we were having a girls' night, and you know, we were having a few drinks, bring a craft and have a few drinks, and I just sketched up a little dinosaur singing Frozen, not Frozen, Tangled. These are supposed to be lanterns, he's on a boat, you know. And you can tell, like, okay, so this piece, I was not in the mood to draw, as opposed to like something like this, or not that one, this. And so you can tell the quality of it. It just wasn't turning out as well as I wanted. I'm pretty proud of her. This one was a strange pose, but I wanted to work on different posing. Like, she was leaning on the chair, and I don't know if I captured that well enough. It might just look stiff. I just was having some fun drawing as much as I can, because I was thinking I need to be quicker with my sketching and just get it down. And that little guy is so cute. I just loved him. This one, I feel like, ooh la la, looks nice. But Carson liked this one, and I just couldn't get behind it as much. I thought this one was so cool. These two, I think actually what I would do is draw this one, then this one. I would work kind of backwards. So I drew her first, and I'm like, okay, nice. I want to do more sculptures. So then I went ahead and did this one. And this might be my favorite spread in the whole book. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, so I did this one, and I know this is a famous painting. I don't know by who, but I was proud of myself for being able to draw it in pencil. These are actually little sculptures done by Valerie Gallery, I think you can find her on Instagram, but they're so freaking cute the way she does them. And I was like, they look like little fairy creatures, so I just turned them into fairies. I read or I listened to Achilles, what is that book called? The Song of Achilles, I think it's called. And I was so into it for like a good month. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm like, oh, everybody has to know about this book. And so I had to draw the pictures. And you guys can read that if you want to. I can't even remember what it said. Maybe a quote from the book. Oldies but goodies. I really love the idea. It reminds me of Lilo and Stitch, actually. But like, you know how she takes pictures of heavier set people in their swimsuits? I just wanted to draw a bunch of them, and like, I don't know, they're fun to draw because they've got a lot going on. This is my favorite. I feel like this spread actually came together the way that I wanted a sketchbook spread to come together. It just looks so appealing to my eyes. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think, but to me, I was like, that slays. Just quick little sketching. This picture was so cute, just couples having fun. I was trying some perspective here. I did not love it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, ugh, annoying. But then this one's not so bad. Again, Valerie Gallery, is that what I said her name was? We'll have to go back, but oh my gosh, you guys, look her up. She's so gorgeous with her work. And then just a couple of ladies. Sweet little girl. My grandpa. I'll put that one up close because he's such a sweetheart. A couple boys. And Carson always says that. Just if there's any strange noise or anything, he's like, who said that? It's fun. Okay, we're going into, I think it was December. I didn't put the date on this, but I wanted to do every sketch that I did, have it be a Christmas theme. So, and I love the Ninja Turtles. I honestly love it. Like the old 90s movies. I love them. I cannot wait to see the new one. I'm so excited about that. This one I was I was trying to be all artsy and creative, like using marker, but the sloth is in pencil. I don't know if it turned out, like I have these visions and maybe it's the paper because I'm just not vibing. I had a hard time in this sketchbook, but I really wanted to get through it. This cute little guy, little polar bear, I made him, you know, Christmassy with the Santa hat. A couple girls. So I actually was going through this theme of where I was thinking I was going to try to draw this girl every day to see how different my sketches are day to day. Obviously I didn't. I got bored of that really quick. But these two I redrew, first one then second one, and I think I do love that one much better. This one I actually turned into a post on my Instagram. She's like a snow queen. I'll try to remember to flash a picture of that if I can. And I wanted to do something just so good and I don't know the right words what I'm trying to say, but I just wanted to make something perfect. I think it turned out well. It turned out well. Martha May Huvier. I have her on my Instagram too. I'll try to remember to put a picture, but I love her. I love her outfits. I love her style. Oh, see, here she is again. Yeah. This one's me trying to bring some life into the pages because I was so bored with just the simple pencil sketches. And these are so cute. I thought this spread turned out fun too. Just a bunch of winter animals. When I do a whole spread like this, I'm very proud of myself because it just feels like what my heart wants. And sometimes I have a hard time getting that across. Still, we're in the, you know, December theme of Christmas. And I was thinking about using markers, trying to incorporate more color, but I didn't know, I did it wrong because these look green, so it doesn't so much look like winter, but I wanted to have snow on them and it just, the colors got away from me, but that's okay. Oh, I really love this one. I loved all the colors that went into it. I don't know, you guys have to tell me what you think because, like, is it clear? Can you tell it's a rhino wrapped in a bow? Carson, his favorite animal is a rhino, so I feel like I draw those a lot. 'Tis the season. I drew some lovebirds. I really like them, and I used, Carson got me Ohuhu markers, so I don't think they're meant for this paper. They're really just, it almost feels like they get dried out, but I think this is cute. And this one was a fun activity. Like, Carson just went in and drew squiggly lines however he wanted, and then I had to turn it into a picture. I wish I had the original squiggly lines, but I don't. Sorry if the lighting isn't the best as well. Gorgeous. I dreamed to look like her with the long, beautiful hair and a fancy dress. Oh, this one was another spread that I just loved. I was so proud of myself, you guys. I was like, ah, I have a sketchbook and I'm an artist. You know, it just felt so aesthetically pleasing. This is supposed to be Chadwick Boseman and this is supposed to be Zoe Kravitz. I don't know if you can pick that vibe up at all, but I was just trying to practice likeness. It's a journey for us all. Again, I wanted to use some color. I've sketched her before. I think she's on my Instagram. I can't remember. Just make it fun and loose. This was like an exercise where you go in with the color and then you have to find the shape or a character out of it. I have this one on my Instagram as well. I really loved it when I first did it, and I guess that's the case with most of my work that I do. I'm like, I'm so in love with it, and then I look at it more and I critique it more and critique it more. So I just need to appreciate how far I've come, I think, because that's awesome of me. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I am proud. Here, these are darling, just cute little girls, and they're on dandelion, you know, when they get past the yellow part and you make a wish, you blow it. This over here was just some thumbnail sketches of a painting I was gonna do, and I'll try to take a picture of that and show you guys. Oh, I think I actually have a video on Instagram of it. Such a fun spread to me. It just felt like a French little bakery street thing that I wanted to be on. I think I was dreaming of vacations at this part of my sketchbook. I love this guy. I really want to just decorate my kitchen in a bunch of roosters and chickens and stuff. I think that vibe is fun. You know, I was having a bad day and I needed to draw somebody else who was having a bad day. Oh, these are these guys. Oh, I don't know if you can see them. No, you can. My little mariachi men. I love them. They say, Viva Mexico. Never been to Mexico. I actually got them at a thrift store. But I do love them. What's up, Danger? Spider-Man. Just went and saw Spider-Verse, the second one, and it's incredible. I do recommend. Oh, my most favorite movie ever, Rango. I had to draw him, and then this is just a quote from the movie. You can read that if you'd like. It's an excellent film. It honestly is so good. And just some animal studies. I did these guys first, and then I had a bunch of these postcards, and I was like, you know what, let's just pop them in here. Make it a fun little sketchbook. You gotta let me know which one of these is your favorite. I really like these guys. And a quick sketch. At the time I was like, this is crap, but looking back at it, I think it's just fun. I'm like happy with her, and she does look annoyed. Again, I think that's a Pinterest reference photo. And so I did these first on those little postcards, which I think they turned out really good. I really love the markers. I love doing work with the markers. And then just some people sketching. Look at me, look at me. Doja Cat. Carson bought me these flowers, orchids, and I just wanted to draw them. I was having a terrible migraine, so I wanted to draw how I felt, and this is supposed to be a light, and everything else is dark. You can see it on my Instagram, but it was so blinding. I had my sunglasses on in the middle of the night. Ugh. Yucky. This one I do enjoy. I feel like it's just loose and it's carefree and it's fun. These are 2-minute sketches. I was trying to get better at figure drawing. And I feel like I did her a little bit dirty because she looks kind of crazy, but the reference, she was just darling and I had to draw her. I love the pose. I love all that. This is, I think, Georgia Smith. Pretty dang sure. Same with her. I don't know what happened to her hand. Again, some 2-minute figure sketches. Again, sketches. Oh, this is Natalie Portman. Not Natalie Portman, Keira Knightley. And the guy from Pride and Prejudice. Just a quick little sketch of them. Dirty Dancing. Who's seen it? Let me know down in the comments. I have a finished version of this on my Instagram as well. And you guys, I cannot draw Natalie Portman for the life of me. I've tried a million times. Get it together, girl. I cannot figure out her face. And I was like, I'm really gonna get it down, and it just would not work. Okay, this one's fun. This is where I started painting in my sketchbook with acrylics. And I really love painting animals. It's fun, they're easy, it just goes smoothly for me for the most part. You gotta let me know what you think. I really need work on flowers. I don't know. I don't understand botanicals. Orangutan. I'm sorry if the lighting's bad in here, guys. I don't know how I feel about this one. I have mixed feelings. You guys let me know your thoughts. Ooh, this is one of my favorite spreads because it is all of my favorite movies. I just drew a scene from each of them. So Rango, Prince of Egypt, I love it. It's honestly so good. It's just good. Kung Fu Panda, and then anything John Wayne, really. Just childhood memories with him. I drew this cute clown girl, which I was quite proud of because I was trying out colored pencils for the first time, really seeing how I could. I haven't had a lot of experience with all these different mediums, so it's fun to just see what I can do. Here's a page of Carson. I think we hit like one of our anniversaries. I can't remember which one. It was like a year and a month anniversary or something like that. Probably more than that, but this one in the middle is so cute. I want to turn that into like a pin or something. Here I did these just on some like note paper, or you know when you're at work and you have a notebook, scratch paper, whatever, and then I pinned them in here. I thought about going in with some colors, but I never got around to it. And I think they kind of look fun like that. Here I was actually doing the mermaid for the month of May. You draw a different mermaid for every day. There's a theme of the day every day for mermaid, and so you have to draw like character design and stuff like that. And I'm like, I want to get better at this character design, and so I was just doing some practicing. Sorry, that was a mouthful. Ignore that. Okay, and here is this one, which I'm quite proud of. I just did it on this little slip, and then I put it inside my sketchbook. I don't know if you know them, but Loish is an amazing artist, and she's so perfect at her work. Her style is just beautiful, and she does a lot of like floating, like weightless hair, and I really wanted to try that myself. And then another gal, her Instagram handle is Powder Brush. She draws the cutest little figured women ever, and I just wanted to try to match that theme a little bit here, in my own style, of course, but their work is amazing. And so again, this is, you know, I was trying to do the same thing, following their, I don't know how to say that, like I was just inspired by them, so I wanted to create something, and I think this one was good. The background might have just got a little bit too busy for me, and so I'm like, this is the last page, I need to redeem myself. I went ahead and did this dog portrait, which I really do love. I got some gel pens. I can't remember what the brand is, but it was super duper fun to use for the first time. Anyway, that is it. That is my sketchbook. Took me over a year to finish it, but I'm so glad that it's done now. Thank you guys so much for coming. Can't wait to see you next time.